Welcome. Welcome to my channel. How are you? It's been a while since I've been live, but as you can see by the title, I never worked a day in my life and I'm 25. And some people are mad at this, Some people are really mad that there is people like me at my age or even older that never worked, you know. And some people believe that you have to start as soon as possible, but I don't believe in that. I believe in never working. I need to find a way to make money without me being reliant on a boss. Okay, I can never work a job. I absolutely need my own money. I absolutely need to make money online. This is how I want to live. I don't want to clock in at a job. And you know what I realized what I realized about poor people is that they will always be mad that when someone tell them I don't want to work, I never work a day in my life. They always be mad and they always saying the same stuff, that you need to start young so you have experience. And I'm like, actually not. I don't need any experience. I can go at any job and get any job that I want, and I just have to lie. Okay, I just have to lie that I have experience, and I just have to have the confidence to lie. Like, who's gonna know? Who's gonna freaking know that I don't have experience? You just have to convince this person that you got experience. Just lie. Don't take it seriously. Don't take a job offer seriously. I'm sorry, but there is not like, I'm not going to work at a low paying job and since I turn 18 just because I need the experience. All these bosses, they don't care that you have experience. They don't. They don't get you the job because you got experience. Unless you need medical stuff, whatever important stuff. But they get you because they have sympathy for you. They don't get you because you have experience. Also, it's always poor people that say that you need experience in the workforce, and I'm like, how about you teach your children how to be self-reliant? How about you teach your children to be entrepreneur? How about that? Why y'all are so focused on a job when you can create a job? You can actually create a job like with this phone. Like, it's not that complicated like it used to be. You can create a job with this phone and you can sell digital stuff. You can sell digital stuff on it. Do you know, with this phone? You don't even have to pay for marketing. Like, it's Canva is great. Canva is great. You have this, you have YouTube, you can make money on YouTube, you can make money on social media, darling. You can make 6-figure on this thing, and you want me to get a job, you want me to get experience. I will never have experience at a job because I'm never gonna obey. Like, wait a second. Let me fix this. I'm never gonna take a job seriously because I know that all this it's fake. Like, money is not real. Money is not real. That job that you go to is not real, and I'm not taking a job seriously, because this is a person that believed in themselves and created a job for all these people, and now you have to work minimum wage, whatever. For what? Like, I prefer buying a beaten down house in the middle of nowhere where there is a mountain and a little stream of water where I can have my chicken, and that's it. I'm staying there forever, and I don't care if there is electricity. I don't care about nothing. I'm sorry, but this is my plan, and you will never convince me. All these broke people, all these low frequency people, they will never convince me that I need to go to search a job and have experience. I don't care. And you know what? It's not that they want to have experience because it's a good reason. It's they learn something. They want experience so they can get another job, and they hope they will get a better job by getting more experience. Baby, nobody's getting you a better job unless you know people that know people. Okay. And I know y'all are delusional because y'all think you sorry, you get a good degree and now they can get you a good job. Your degree is not gonna get you far. You know what is gonna get you far? Knowing people. Just knowing people is gonna get you far. And you can go to that job and do nothing and you're not gonna get fired. Because you know the boss know your father, the boss know this and that. Like you just need strong connection. I'm telling you. All you need is strong connection, nothing else. If you think you need, listen, if you think you need to work your ass off since you were 18 or even before, it means that you come from a broken family. It means that you come from a family that doesn't know people. And you're being put in this position where this lie, this lie that they be telling, that broke parents be telling to their children that they have to work as soon as they turn 18 and they gotta be responsible. And I'm like, responsible of what? Of responsible of what? You know what responsibility means? Waking up every day and try your best with your business, even if you see that it has no money and it has no result. That's real responsibility, to be your own boss. Clocking in at a job is not responsibility. And some people really believe that. Let me pause another bit. Let me pause so all these things can get into your head. But you will never convince me that I need to work on my ass off since since little, because my father, he's been working since he was 12. He was helping his father, because my grandfather used to build things like this. You know, I don't know what it's called in English, but it used to be just creating this kind of stuff, you know, that you can. He wasn't working for someone, he was working for himself at this point, but whatever. And he was helping since he was a child. Then he got a job. Like, he got some jobs and then he got a permanent job, and he still worked at that job for the past 30 years. My father still gets paid bare minimum, minimum wage, which is not 60,000, it's like less than then. And he not just that, like he work his ass off for 10 plus hours, and he still gets paid all the same. And you know what, he's very serious about this. He doesn't take day off, and he still gets paid that little amount. So looking at my father, just working from when you are young, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna. And by the way, this must be Americans. This must be Americans because they have corporate or wherever. We don't care here. At where I live, it's a small town. But yeah, this thing that you need experience. Yes, you need experience with certain jobs, but at the end of the day, the majority of you are not gonna work at a job where you need real experience. Like the majority of you are gonna work at Chuck E. Cheese and whatever. We don't even have Chuck E. Cheese here. We don't eat that crap in Europe. But yeah, you will never convince a girl, me, to get a real job. Like I will always do YouTube until I'm gonna push this until I start being monetized, and this is gonna be my real job. And watch me, listen. I'm the kind of person that I always get what I fucking want, and this is not a one of these affirmations that you see online. Since I was a child, if I said that I was not gonna do something, I'm just gonna impose myself. I'm gonna turn around, twist around the way it is, the way it's gonna turn is the way I want this shit to turn. And honestly, I applied for a job online so I can work from home, and I still didn't got the reply, and I hope they don't take me, because I actually don't want to waste time, hours of my day where I could actually do what I like, to um, work for someone else, to get a bare minimum, less than bare minimum wage. Like, you guys need to understand, you guys need to start valuing your time. Your time is more important than those little money that they give you, okay? Your time never comes back. The time you wasted working at a job to have the experience, nobody, your boss, these bosses don't care about your experience, okay? If I had a business, this is my business, YouTube is my business, but I don't employ nobody. If I had a business and I had to employ someone, I wouldn't care about your experience unless you're a doctor or unless you're a nurse, you know. We care about that. Unless it's something really actually that you need experience. I wouldn't care about your experience. I will look at you, I will see if you are well dressed, I will see if you present yourself with a certain vibe, you know. Where is your energy off? Do you look a person that it's desperate? Majority of you are just desperate for a job, you know, because you're afraid to be homeless. But at the end of the day, once you get that job, that pay bare minimum job, you are a paycheck away from being homeless. So shut the fuck up, okay? And luckily, my parents never encouraged me to get a job. But as the man that is in the Black P band, and I don't remember his name, said, my mother asked me to get a job. I tell them, I already have a job. This one is my job. It doesn't make me money yet, whatever. And then he become so famous, and his music is amazing. It's Black IP. And I'm like, this. If my parents ask me that, I'm gonna tell them I'm doing YouTube. I'm not wasting 8 hours of my life to work for $9 an hour. Me, I am not worthy that. I'm sorry, but I'm worth billions. And you know what? I'm making peace with myself that if YouTube doesn't work, I'm okay with being homeless. I always said that I'm okay with living in a shelter. I'm okay with living in a car. I'm okay with just going far away on a mountain and living like a monk. I have no problem with that. And I don't know what's wrong with these low frequency people that they love to say that you need. I hate these low frequency individuals that take a job seriously. You need experience. Your children need to work since they turn 18. And I'm like, no, you just broke. You are just broke minded. Because you should have, of course you didn't. You should have taught your children how to make money by themselves. You should have opened a trust fund. You should have opened an account for them as soon as they were born, and you should have put money in it for them. Okay, this is what being a parent means. Not that when they turn 18 and they have to try to figure it out by themselves, and you didn't teach them nothing. Now all of a sudden they have to be responsible. Now all of a sudden they have to know how to apply to a job, and they have to work their ass off, because this is the reality. And I'm like, this is not the reality. This is the reality of you brokies that force your children to get a job because you are broke and you want them to suffer with you. This is the reality of you brokies reproducing. Because our good parents will open a trust fund or something and put some money, some cash since they were born, little bit by little. 100 a month is even okay until they turn 18. When they are young, since they can speak, you should teach them about cash and being independent and being an entrepreneur. You should not teach your children how to be reliant on a fucking boss. Like, and you know what? I don't understand how people can actually take a job seriously, but I'm telling you, I'm never, if I get a job one day, I'm never gonna take a job seriously. Like, if I need to leave a job, I'm just gonna leave. Like, and you know what? This is part of just being actually teaching yourself how to be self-reliant. Like some people, some parents think that by pushing their children to get a job at 18 is teaching them something good, but it's actually not. Just wait. Okay, I'm back. Teaching your children to go to work their ass off since they are 18 to these less than paying these paying jobs that are low quality and low paying is not teaching them self-reliance. It's teaching them this is what you are worthy. This is what you are worthy. This is what you're gonna get. This is the reality. No, this is the reality that you created for your child. This is the reality that I'm sorry again. Sorry. This is the reality that you created for your children. This is not the real reality. This is not reality. This is just what you created for your goddamn fucking children. Okay? And it's not real, it's not reliable, it's not normal. You should have opened a trust fund for these kids. Okay? And it's also not normal to work a job until you are 18. Absolutely not. What do you mean? And what do you mean you send your children to a less than a low paying job just because they have to have experience and they have to try? What are you teaching to your children that this is what you are worthy? It's okay for this boss to exploit you and pay you $10 an hour. This is what you are worthy. Like this is what you are saying to your children when you tell them to get a low paying job. No, you're a loser. You're a bad parents. And good parents actually have trust funds. Good parents actually have fucking big cars and good parents are rich. If you poor and you okay with your children going to work, you absolutely not okay. And I'm never gonna stop saying that. And I don't care what poor people say. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser. And it's not. I'm telling you right now, it's not normal for your child to ever go to work. You should have thought about this. Like, what makes you think? And I hate these poor people. I don't care. I'm classist, but I just the mentality of a brokey, it's always the fucking same. The mentality of a brokey is, well, I'm gonna make this child, even if I'm poor, and this child one day, they have to be self-reliant. Once they turn 18, they have to get a job and they have to do this and that and eventually pay even the bills. And I'm like, no, you're a brokey and you're a loser. Because why would you bring a soul into this planet and make them do all this shit? Is it funny? Do you like it? Why would you go ahead and say it's I'm teaching them real life? No, this is not real life. This is a you're a loser. This is your life. You are teaching them bullshit. And I hope they tell you, okay? Like, listen, this is not real life and it's not normal to do these things. I don't care how much it's normalized. A lot of people do it. There is a lot of people that they have to work their ass off because they are born into poor families that don't have a trust fund. Stop reproducing if you are broke. I'm trying to understand. You know what? Some of you are just bitter that you are broke, and that's why you bring a new life into this world because you want this person to suffer with you. You want to see your children to struggle and go to work and say, "See, this is real life, and I'm teaching you real life." No, you are teaching them. Hopefully, hopefully they are learning from you that you never gotta have children when you broke. Okay, like you're not when poor people say that this is real life, what they mean is this is what I created for myself, just poverty and being broke and nothing else. You know, this is what they are saying, and they are trying to convince their children that this is okay when clearly is not. Clearly is not. And it really pisses me off. Listen, now I have to go 1 second and I'm gonna come back soon. But meanwhile, you're just gonna watch this video. Hello, it's Kaya, and today this video is gonna be just about me bedazzling my old BlackBerry, which I still use. In question, it's an old curve. It's an old curve BlackBerry, and it still works perfectly. And this is the back. It's still taking pictures. This is the sides, which is all ruined, but it's okay because we're gonna cover this up. And it's purple. I bought it on eBay a few years ago, and I bought it. Well, I'd say that I got this one for cheap, and it looked pink. That's why I got it. But then it came and it wasn't pink, so I was a little bit upset, I'd say. And I wanted to bedazzle this by the day that I bought it, but I wasn't sure. So now I am going to bedazzle them. So I finally bought it, these glitters, this pink glitter, and now I'm gonna bedazzle this with you. And this is what it looks like. It's not a lot, but we have 3 of this. Let's start bedazzling. This process took me 6 minutes or more. I had to cut the video a bit because it was too much. Anyways, this is the phone before. It was all beaten up. I had to put some tape, and these are the glitters. They are stunning. I love them so much. I bought it for cheap on AliExpress, and now I'm planning on how to put them on. I was calculating, and at the end of the day, I realized that I've covered the charging hole and other holes that were useful for listening to music, I guess. And I've covered the microphone as well, which is a problem, but I'm gonna solve that later. Of course, I won't show you in this video. And so this fits perfectly. The queen is back. The queen is back. Listen, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, I was talking about poor parents trying to be intelligent and teaching their children to get a job when they are a teen, so they need to be responsible. And some people would really argue that. Some people would really argue with that as soon as you turn 18, you are young, the more experience you have, and the better it is in the workplace. How many times, how many people we need on this planet to understand that is not true? Like, do you know many people that work until they are from when they are 16 and they still have that low paying job? Do you really think that having is like, first of all, you listen, and this is me clocking this bullshit. And of course, these people don't understand me. Kaya, of course, these people don't understand you. They are low paying working class people. You are here with your business idea, doing YouTube, knowing this, doing your affirmation, doing your fucking thing, knowing that a job will never be an option, knowing that the only option that you have is to be rich because you like expensive stuff. You are not part of the 99% of the people. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm talking to myself because sometimes I get irritated when I see this bullshit. I'm like, what do you mean I need experience? I don't need to work. I don't need, it's optional. Working, it's optional. And people hate when you tell them that, because knowing that it's optional just makes them mad, because it reminds them that they actually don't have to do that, but they are too lazy and too, they don't have the courage to open their own business. They don't have the courage to read books about entrepreneurship. If you listen, you are just lazy. If you work a job, you're just lazy, okay? You're not an entrepreneur. You're not trying to do nothing better in this world. You're just trying to clock in, sorry, clock in, get that miserable paycheck, and then you are angry at the world. These poor people are angry at the world. They be telling you, they be telling everybody that you gotta clock in, and this is the only way you can get money, which is not true, because there is money that gets, like, there is a lot of activities that you can do. You can sell on eBay, you can open a business, you can open a YouTube account. If you are interesting enough, people start. A job is for people that are not interesting, okay? It's for people that just, and when they trying to push you in this job thing, this bullshit, this work bullshit, and they trying to make you like, I'm not one of you, bitch. I am not one of you. I'm not a working class. I will never be a working class. Let's say that I get a job. If I'm never gonna get a job for to pay my bills. The thing is gonna go into my improving the business. Like, yeah, listen, when you're an entrepreneur like me, we think differently from normal working people. Normal working people, they vibrate so low, okay? These people are demons, dust demons, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, and you know what? When you choose purpose, when you choose not to work a job, people get jealous, and they be trying to push this narrative that you have to work a job, or otherwise you're gonna be in the streets. And I'm like, listen, bitch. Jeff Bezos doesn't work a job. He's rich. All these millionaires, they don't work a job, and they're rich. Okay, I don't have to work a job. I am rich, and I am rich even before I become rich. And unfortunately, actually good, because more for us people like this. Listen, this is why the upper class don't want to mix with the other classes. Y'all are low frequency. Y'all just talk about a job, and just talk about how it's important to get a job, and to get this, and to get it, and it's all bullshit. And these rich people, they know it's bullshit, because they created this business out of nothing. Okay, and they never went to another person. Listen, if you're an adult and you work a job, you're a beta. Okay, you're a fucking beta, and I'm not shaming you, but if you think that you don't want to work, if you think that you don't want to work, you don't have to. You can fire yourself tomorrow, and you can start a business. Actually, you can start a business without firing yourself, because you need the money, and you can use that money to finance your business. Listen, there is a lot of way to have money. Like, those people that say that you need experience. Okay, but I don't want to work, so why would I need the experience? Why would I need the work experience? Why would I need work experience? First of all, y'all need to learn how to lie. My cousin, I'm gonna tell you this story. My cousin was 19, and he chose to move out of this country, and he chose to go to London. He had no work experience. He went there, and he started searching for jobs. He started as washing dishes at a restaurant, and then he went up, and now he's a manager. I don't know where. He became a manager. I don't know how he did it, but it's very intelligent. The man lied. As soon as he got there, the man started lying about the work that he did, and they got him. My cousin has a posture, and he's tall. He has a beautiful posture, and he has a beautiful posture. He doesn't even have a college degree. He just has a poster in his towel and he knows how to lie. He starts lying to all these jobs. And they got it. They got him. And now he's a manager. He still work as a manager. I like that. I want to do that. I want to be the boss. But you just have to know how to lie, baby. Like nobody has, you don't have any work experience. And I'm like, okay, can't you go to the job and start lying? Have you ever worked at this job? And I'm saying, yes, I worked at this place and then I work at this other place and I have this much of experience, then I do this and that, and you start fucking lying. It is so fucking difficult to lie. Also, it doesn't take that much to learn. Like you can learn in less than a week to do that job. Like y'all are you know what, y'all are really weak. Y'all are weak people. You are weak if you think you need the experience from 18 19 to work a job so you can be experienced, and this other boss when you're 30 is gonna see all the work you did. No, this boss is gonna see how stupid you are, that you work your ass off and you are still like, you 30 and used to work for someone. Like at these 20s you could have chosen to learn something, but no, your mentality is on working for someone else. Let's say that I go to a job interview. The first thing that I'm going to tell them is that I have my own business as well, because this business, these bosses, they love that. They love people like that. They don't like people like you that have experience. They don't care about your experience. They take you because they like your presence. They don't care about your experience. Okay. And you know what, bosses don't care about your experience. They care about how you look. They care about you present yourself. They don't care about your experience. You know that guy, he went in TV and he pretended to be like a lawyer or something like this because they thought he was a lawyer. Or there is this guy that he doesn't have a law degree. I don't know how the heck he did. It was all up over the news. He went to the court every fucking day and he was winning cases. The man was not a lawyer, and they find out later. I swear, I need to find this article and read it to you. You don't need no fucking experience. You just need some confidence. And you know what you also need? You also need to stop, but you need to stop being so desperate for a job. Bosses don't like that. My throat is start hurting. I'm speaking too much. Let me take a pause. Take a pause. You just think about it when I'm taking a pause. This is what I think about. Is this job is gonna get this yacht? You are too concerned about the job. I'm concerned about how I get this yacht. We're not the same. And you know what? I need to accept that I am not from these people. I'm not from the working class. I'm not from these people. These people think about getting a job and how they're gonna pay the bill. And I'm like, I'm here trying to figure out how I'm gonna make 6 figures, 7 figure, 8 figures. And then I wonder, and then I let these people transmit anxiety of, oh my goodness, I'm actually not working. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you're not meant to work. You meant here, you came here to be entrepreneur. Some people never worked a day in their life. They created their business at 16. There is people that created their business at 16 and they never worked a day in their life. Are they gonna supposed to be scared that they don't have any working abilities? No, they are self-reliant. They are self-reliant. sorry, but my throat needs a pause. Next time that I come here talking, I'm gonna have my milk and honey. I'm gonna have my little treat because I be speaking. But I'm telling you, every time someone broke, someone working class trying to put fear into me that I have to find a job and I have to have working, and I'm like, look at you. You work for the past 60 years. You still working at that job. You look ridiculous. And you know what? I need to be okay with being nasty with these people because I'm not gonna let like you are working for a boss and you're trying to give me advice. You are working for someone and you're trying to give me life advices, work advices. I don't want to work, bitch. I don't want to work. I am not giving my time for pennies. And if you're a parent and you are okay with your children giving their time for pennies, you are not good parents. You just are broke parents that had children just to put them in the situation. Broke parents would have had you just to put you in this broke position. They don't teach you about economy. They don't teach you about nothing. You are ridiculous. And they hate this people, the working class. They hate rich people. Why are you hating someone that doesn't have to look in? These people have better than you. Why would you make fun of them? Like you are bitter that you don't have it. You wish to have it. If someone gives you $1 million money, you will take it. Why are you hating on these rich people? Because rich people didn't become rich just because unless you are born rich. Rich people build their wealth. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. It's the truth. Okay? And yes, they exploit people at their job because they need your labor, but it's your fault. You choose to go there. Nobody's forcing you. And yes, you have to pay the bills, but do you really? Do we really have to do this bullshit? Or one day we can wake up tomorrow and say, well, actually, there is the sun, it's a great for things or resource, and we can actually use the sun. But y'all don't want to know about that. Y'all don't want. Y'all think y'all are being brainwashed that having a job is the only way to pay bills. Tesla created a lot of stuff that we could use without any electricity and stuff. Y'all are too focused on the wrong thing. Okay, y'all are too low frequency. If you are scared to get a job and you are scared of the bills or whatever, you are low frequency. You are being trapped in this thing. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's not cool. Get out of it. Get out of it. And also, stop trying to suck everybody into this bullshit, this poverty bullshit. Nobody. Listen. Not everyone wants to struggle at a job. Not everybody wants to have work experience. Some people just want to have a side hustle, make money online. There's so many opportunity. Like not everybody want to work. Not everybody wants like no. I'm sick of these people. Like they really piss me off. Let me put this on. Really piss me off. Listen, the brokest you are, and the more you think you need experience. Like, what makes you think you need all this experience? I'm sorry, but you are working at Chatty Cheese. You're working at McDonald's. You're working at these low-paying jobs. Nobody. You don't need no fucking experience. Okay, you're not a nurse. You're not a doctor. You're not nobody important. And they think you need work experience. You need work experience. They take you because you have work experience. They take you because you have a nice aura, you are well polished, you don't look desperate that you need a job. Bosses don't take you because you have experience. In fact, sometimes they be taking the pretty girl instead of you ugly bitches just because they like that. Maybe the ugly girl got more experience, but they take the pretty girl because it looks better and it's better to have around. I don't know why. It works like this. Okay, stop lying to your children that you need experience at work. You just need to pretend you have experience. The same thing when it, oops, the same thing with the entrepreneurship. I don't have idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Every day I show up on this channel. I show up on TikTok. I show up on. I even have affiliate links right now, both on TikTok and both on Amazon. I can link you things down, so you can purchase it, and I make a percentage. One day I'm gonna monetize this, and that's it. And you know what? It's okay. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. I'm a painter. I'm a writer. I don't need no fucking experience for that. And you know what? People, listen, people hate when you are free. People hate when you don't have a job. They hate unemployed people so much. Why do you hate unemployed people so much? Like, what do, we are living your best imagination. That's why you're jealous. You're fucking jealous. You're just jealous. And you know what? It's always these leeches, these low class people. It's, I'm gonna be so classist in this video. I don't care. It's always these low class people that try to scare you into getting a job. Try to scare you into, you need to get a job or otherwise you're gonna be. And I'm like, listen, you are not in a good position to talk about that. You work at a place. You work at a place. Sit down. You're not the boss. You're not important. Okay? You are not important. I'm sorry to bring that to you. I know some people really believe in work and they really believe in, you know, yes, we need people that work so we can have services, but me, I'm gonna give no service. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like when Shira Seva said, get yourself a sugar daddy, get yourself what, she's right. She's fucking right. Because why would I work? Why would I fucking work? Just look at me. Just look at me. I can work for myself. This is my work. And it's gonna work out. And this is a part of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurships. Like, you need to understand that you cannot call yourself an adult if you work a job. I'm sorry. If you have a boss, I'm not gonna take you seriously. I apply to a job. If they give me a job, it's online, so I don't have to go to work. First of all, and meet people of low quality, low frequency, that they gossip. I need to be, listen, I need to be around wealthy people. I need to be around people that are business minded. I need to be around people that make six figures so and start becoming normal to me as well. I don't need to have no working bullshit. I need to be around the children of the Naples. I need to be around people that, and you know what? These children, I say children, people my age, whatever, 25. When I was in school, there were some Nepo babies there. Nobody famous, but their family used to be kind of had money, you know. And these people always trying to invite me at tennis matches because they used to play tennis. I didn't get tennis back then. Now I love it. They used to invite me there, and I said no, I don't want to come. So this another time where there were really other rich kids that were not even in my class that were asking questions and just being interested in me, and I was like, okay, but I wasn't interested in them, but all these rich kids were always interested in me because I am the thing, I am that girl. I don't need to, like, ooh, ooh. Listen, fuck a job. Fuck a job. Y'all, listen. Let me put this thing. Let me say it. You extra broke people love to hate on a job. At the same time, you love to fearmonger other people that don't want to work and that are not afraid of not having a job. You hate a job, but at the same time, you want a job. How is this shit? Explain to me. Explain to me, darling. Like you don't want to, you hate job, you hate a work, but at the same time you do nothing to get out of this work. You know that you don't have to work. Do you know you can open your business and make that shit work for you? You don't even have to employ people. You just have to go online and sell stuff. You don't even have to sell. You can sell digital stuff, so you don't have to ship nothing. Let me tell you something. That thing where you tell people that they need to work as soon as possible and they need experience, you're a lame ass loser. I'm telling you right now. You're just a lame ass loser. Oh goodness. I haven't shaved on my armpits. I'm not trying. I'm rather large. Don't you think? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Taking a pause. Just wait. Also, not everybody. Let's, some people want a big mansion. Okay, I want a big mansion. I'm not gonna like working is not gonna give me a big mansion. Why would I listen to you? You're a brokey. Why would I listen to a brokey give me a money advice? Get a job as soon as possible, so you can get you. I can get what? What can a job give me? Nothing. Pennies, pennies, and so much stress that is gonna get me sick. And you let your children work as soon as possible. You're a nasty parent. Nasty parent. And you know what? Let me see what people have to say here. Hi, Shy. Thank you so much for commenting. I appreciate. For some people, it's difficult to accept that you choose not to work. And because they are so low vibe, so low frequency, they wonder, how is it that you're gonna make money? And they try to put you in this fear mongering position where you start not believing in yourself. That's why you need to be around the rich people. Okay? Be around successful people that push you. Opening a business. Don't be around these brokies. You fuck I look like having a fucking job. No, absolutely not. Absolutely. Oops. And they hate us unemployed. They hate, listen, this society, they hate unemployed people because somehow we always got cash and we got a lot of free time. How is it that you are unemployed and you always have money? I don't know. How is it that you are employed and you always broke? Huh? And I'm like, I smell burnt. Anyways, how is that you got a job and you look miserable, bitch? How is that you got a job and you always look tired? How is that you got a job and you always broke? How is that you got a job? Job is for lame people. Listen, there is people that love their job. Some people love their job, but these people really go believe in themselves. They go to that job and they know they want to do that thing and good for them. But the majority of people are just miserable with their job and they just love to tell people, "Oh, are you you don't do nothing the whole day? What is it? You jealous? You jealous that I have my own time? It's mine? Huh? Are you jealous? If I have to search a job, it's part time and it's online. I applied to one job. They did not answer to me. Let me go check on my email. Maybe they did. Actually, not. It's Amazon influencer. It's Amazon influencer telling me about links, so I can create links to sell products. But yeah, listen. Some people are not meant to be workers. Some people are meant to be the boss. I was meant to be the boss, and I am the boss. And you know, part of entrepreneurship, see, remote. Let's say there is an email here from this company. They invited me to an interview out of hundreds of applicants, remote job finders. Like, this is ridiculous. If you're an adult and you be applying to all these jobs, like, first of all, it's stressful. All that time that you can put this time and this energy into your business. Why would you I will never understand adults that go search for a job. Like, are you an adult or you're a fucking child? And then finding a job, it is so difficult. Yeah, like, you have to beg these bosses to get you a job. Like, it's a humiliation ritual. And I'm like, why would I put myself in this position? First of all, I'm a woman. There is so much choice to me. I can open a business. I can have a sugar daddy. I can have a sugar daddy. I can make YouTube. Like, but a job, it's really my last strike. I can volunteer for free. Like, listen, I was watching for volunteering in these religious places where people are disabled. I rather do a 8-hour shift helping disabled people for free than do an 8-hour shift being paid pennies. Like, that is so offensive. I rather work for free and help someone than being paid pennies. Like, I don't know how my brain works, but I would rather do that than working for someone for a low paying job. You gotta be joking. Listen, if you are a parent, okay, and you're okay with your child working a low paying job just because they have to learn, you are terrible. And you know what? You know why? Because you are teaching your child. It doesn't matter if they don't pay that much. You are learning, and I'm like, what is that you are learning? Because to me, it's not that this child is going to medicine stuff and they are learning medicine or they're something important. Your child is working at Chuck E. Cheese, bitch. Learning what? These people really be piss me the fuck off. They have to learn. They have to have working values, and I'm like, working values? No, they should have entrepreneurship values that you should have teach them. But you're a brokey working class, so Let me go close. I'm like, these people are really convinced that they are teaching their children something by pushing them into the workplace since they are a child. And I'm like, no, you're teaching your children that they don't have value and that they have to be dependent on a boss. This is what you are teaching your children to be losers. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. And I will never, you know what? It's okay. It's okay if I don't understand this kind of shit. It's okay. In fact, it's actually positive. It's positive. I'm not meant to understand this bullshit because I'm not meant to be a working class person. I'm sorry. If you are working class right now and you have a job and you are thinking of opening your business, save that money, use that job. Don't take that job seriously. Use that job to finance your dream, to finance your business. Okay? And don't stop taking these people at your job seriously. Don't take that job seriously. Y'all be taking your jobs way too seriously. And I'm like, that job is not meant to be taken seriously. Your boss doesn't take you seriously. Nobody's taking you seriously. Listen, let me go 1 second and I'm gonna come back. Because I didn't think that this was gonna work out, but it did somehow. I chose pink because, of course, I love pink. And now I am looking at this, thinking that I could have stayed like this. I don't know why I did the whole phone, but just the sides were fine and they were looking cute. Of course, I don't regret bedazzling it. And I think this phone, I'm gonna put the phone up for sale, which is already on sale on eBay, but of course I have to update the picture because this is all bedazzled right now. And this fits so nicely. And I'm glad I bought the stickers glitter because I wanted to buy the individual stickers, and that's what I've gotten so long to make. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but thankfully I changed my mind because it was a little bit more expensive. So I said, this is not gonna work out. And I'm glad I bought the stickers one. And now I'm trying to fill in all the holes on the sides, as you can see. And this was already pretty. I could have left this like this, but then I decided to add more glitters because it's never enough. More glitter, of course, it's better. And this is the result for now. Look how beautiful these glitters are. Then I put more glitter. At the end of the day, I had to bedazzle the whole phone. I could not resist. And this is the back of the phone, and it's all bedazzled. And this is gonna be just about to see. I got some apple juice. But yeah, let me get close to you again. I forgot what I was talking about. It's been an hour of me talking. Like, geez, I'll be talking about shit for hours. Let's try this juice. Like, you can have all the work experience that you want, but if you don't know how to lie, if you don't know how to present yourself, like as if you know what you're talking about, if you don't know how to, if you don't have people that know people that know people that know people. Do you know how many people that went to college, they cannot search they cannot search a decent job because they don't know nobody. If you're in college right now, please try to be friends with rich kids. and be friends with them so they can help you. Let's normalize not dating on rich people and dating on rich kids. Start not asking for help, but start being friends with them so they can put us in a beautiful road. How about that? How about you stop being jealous of people that are in a better position than you? When are you gonna understand that people in a better position than you can help you? Stupid bitch. And I'm sick of this broken 18 on rich people. I'm sorry, but you should be friends with rich kids, okay? Never in my life I was hateful toward these rich kids. I was actually, oh, yeah, like they always want to be friends with me. Like I didn't want to be friends with nobody, but you don't have any experience, work experience. No, why would I have work experience? For what? Is my boss gonna check all the job that I did previously? Is my boss gonna check out if I really worked outside of my country and I actually did this and this? They're gonna check if I have confidence. Like y'all, y'all are too weak. That's why. Listen, and it's always people that I'm not gonna listen to you if you are low paying. No shade, no hate, but and sometimes I forget that I'm a different kind of person. Sometimes I be forgetting that I have a different mindset from the rest of the world. Sometimes I forget that what I'm doing is entrepreneurship. And even if it doesn't work at first and you gotta work your ass off for years until you start seeing results, it's worth it at the end. It is. And there is no brokey that works for someone else that can convince me to go get a job. And if I go get a job, is to finance the entrepreneurship. And it's crazy how these people really be trying to bully you into, you actually have to work a job. I'm like, I look at you and how miserable you are, and I kind of don't want to work a job. Like they really think they hate with that. They really think that they are very caring about people that don't work and they are so nice. And I'm like, you are not nice. You're just a bitch, jealous bitch. Because when you choose not to do what is conventional and what other people do, they are angry at you. The same way you choose not to have kids, because it's a burden. The same way you don't choose to do heavy shifts at work, or you choose a different job that leaves you space to just feel at peace, like they hate that. Jealous. They hate and listen, people are made like this. They want you to fail. The reason why they want you to fail is because they are losers. They're looking at you and they are hoping you don't succeed because they don't want to be left in that place and they want to be in that awful place with someone else. Okay. And I'm like, you stay there and I'm going up. And you know what? Even if we are kind of in the same place right now, I am still above you because I'm trying. I believe myself. I believe in myself. And you don't. So I'm kind of a little bit above you, even if we are in the same situation. But at least my mindset is a little bit above you. So we're not the same anyways. Some people really don't like to hear that. They really hate it. There is people of my age or even younger that You see them at this low paying job, you see them as a cashier, no shade to cashier, but you see them at this low paying job, and I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my god, this is what y'all want me to do. I'm never gonna do that. I'm sorry, but I'm like, ew. I'm just don't want to do that. Sorry. And you know what? The beautiful thing about this life is that nothing is serious, and you can opt out from things. You can say no. Actually, not. Actually, not. Actually, no. I don't have to stress myself out at this job. Okay. I don't have to stress myself out at this job. Sorry. Sometimes you have to look at these people and be like, well, we're not the same, buddy. We're not the same. We're just not the same. The fuck not. The fuck not. You're talking about what you're gonna do this Friday, and I'm here talking about occultism. I'm here talking about how am I gonna get rich? How am I gonna open this business? And you are there talking about how dick is good and whatever. We're not the same, honey. I'm sorry, but what the fuck? And they hate when you choose yourself. They hate when you choose yourself. Listen, an homeless person is more free than someone with a low-paying job. I know that you're gonna think that is controversial, but someone that has no job and someone an homeless man doesn't have a home and they cannot eat, but they don't have to lock in. And the difference between a homeless man and a rich man is that the money thing. They are both are free. Okay, who's not free is you broke is. You broke is that be searching for a job and y'all are so desperate because you're so afraid to be like the homeless man. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay because y'all be complaining so much about work, but at the same time, nobody is forcing you. Nobody's forcing you to get a job. Sorry, you're forcing yourself. You're really forcing yourself. You are forcing yourself. That's it. It's very simple. And unfortunately, people really don't want to take accountability. That's why they don't. They just go search a job, color a day or whatever. But like, listen, don't tell everybody that they have to search a job. Some people don't have that. Okay. They hate when you are unemployed. Oh, you must be employed. Oh, you must be unemployed. Oh, this is unemployed behavior. And I'm like, duh. Almost as if I have all the time in my life to do whatever I want. And you low-key mad because you wish to have this time. I will never understand working culture or corporate. Never gonna understand that. I'm sorry, but if your parents, the first thought they have is that you gotta work, they are broke. They're low quality people want their children to work. Rich people, rich kids don't go to work. They have trust funds, and they teach their children how to have businesses and stuff. They don't want their kids to go to work. If you're a parent, you want your kids to go to work. You're a man. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me shut the hell up, because today is not the day. Today is not the day. But Jesus, if y'all are pathetic, y'all just be having kids because you want these kids to suffer with you. You want your children to go to a job like you do and be miserable. And you love to say these cocky things, these annoying things. See, this is what it's like to be an adult. Now you see the true responsibility. I'm like, bitch, you don't own a business. You don't have no responsibility. All the responsibility you have is to put the alarm on that timer, wake up, drive, and do whatever they tell you to do. That, I'm sorry, that is not responsibility. Responsibility, waking up in the morning, taking accountability that you have to work for yourself and you have to do this and that. That's accountability. The majority of adults think they have accountability and they have whatever. You don't. Sorry. And you know what I hate? You know what I hate the most is that these people always complain about a job, but at the same time they want you. They want you to get one. God forbid you don't want to work. God forbid you say, you know what, I'm gonna try to open a business. God forbid their child says, you know what, this is not for me. I wanna be my own boss. I want to create something for myself. God forbid now you're a bump. Now, God forbid they wanna try to make it in the music industry or make it in this other industry, or now you're a bump. You don't want a serious job. No, I don't want a serious job because they don't give me serious money. So why would I get a serious job? And they love to say this thing of get a real job. What is even a real job? This job that you go to is not real. Okay, it's not real. They were made up by people like me that believed in themselves and never listened to you brokies. And now you gotta lock in at this person job because they believed in themselves and you didn't. And that's the real job. That's the serious job. And your serious job can fire you tomorrow and you are homeless. How about that? And I really don't, I cannot comprehend how people feel safe working a 9 to 5. How can you wake up every day and think, you know what, I have a job, I'm secure? You are not secure. You can get fired at any moment. And the majority of people really don't have savings in their accounts. Let me do a research 1 second. I want to see. The majority of people don't have savings in their accounts. I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. Do the majority of people in the world have some savings in their accounts? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, it says yes. Okay, it says yes. I'll list. Yes, the majority of adults worldwide, about 79% now own a bank account. Okay, just because you own a bank account, it doesn't mean that you have savings, though. See, however, having an account doesn't guarantee substantial savings. A massive portion of the global population has little to no liquid cash or emergency savings. See, I spoke too fast. Like y'all have bank accounts with no money in, and these are the people that trying to tell us entrepreneur, trying to tell us to get a job. You are a loser. You don't have any savings in your account. You don't even invest in nothing. And here I am talking about a business. We are not at the same level. I'm here talking about financial independency. I'm talking about wealth that is going to be transferred from generation to generation. You are here talking about Friday night. We are not the same thing. You are teaching your children how to be dependent on another adult. You are not doing your children a favor. You are teaching your children how to be lame as loser. And one day your children lame as loser are going to be lame as adults, just like you. And hopefully they won't have children like you did. And I'm very fired up with this because I'm angry. I'm tired of these people trying to tell people to get a job. You look like a clown. Okay, let me continue to read. Okay, a massive portion of the global means the world has no liquid cash or emergency savings. The majority of you are broke. Trying to tell new entrepreneurs that we have to work and get a job and work our ass off, and you have no savings. Why would I listen to you? Why would I listen to your fucking ass? You're a loser. You're an adult that go clock in. Let me close this fucking door. Sorry, I had to close. The window was open. I don't want my neighbors to listen. Even if they don't speak English, like, I'm getting fired up. I'm getting fired up because for the simple reason that I don't like losers to tell me what I have to do in my life and what is correct. The majority of you have zero cash in your bank account, if you even have a bank account. And you look ridiculous trying to tell people that they need experience. You need to shut the hell up. You need to shut the fuck up. People like you keep on breeding other people like you. This is why this world, it's overpopulated and we have all these broke people. And it's not rich people's fault. You know what? Because rich people are not putting a chain on your wrist. Okay? You have an option to opt out of this. Everybody has an option to get out of this bullshit today. And everything would change today. But you don't want to because you're too afraid that your job and whatever and this, you're going to be homeless and blah, 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 blah. And you're trying to put your fear into other people. You're trying to put fear into people like me that want to be entrepreneur and want to try to make it in this world. And I'm not listening to these people. Every time they say work, job, I listen, slave. I'm not doing that shit. And if it bothers you, I would be bothered too if I see someone young that is trying to be an entrepreneur and is not working their ass off. I would be jealous too. Lame. According to World Banks, 40% of adults in developing economies save money in financial account. 40% of people in this world, the whole globe, save some cash. The rest of you are broke and are saving nothing. And I should listen to you, to your advice to get money? Excuse me? Excuse you. Keep your mouth shut. I don't want to listen. I'm not taking advice from broke people. I've been speaking for an hour. Jesus. It's an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to keep on speaking today because I'm fired up. I'm tired. You brokies tell other fucking people to get a job. Get a job. Work hard. Is it working? Is it fucking working? Are you okay? Are you happy? No. Why would I listen to you? You broke. We need to start putting these people in their place. We need to start putting these people in their place where you fucking belong. My fucking God. There is nothing more annoying than a brokey trying to tell me to get a job. Why are you telling me to get a job? You are broke. You are broke. You're gonna work until you die, and I'm not. Does it bother you? Okay, I just don't care. And they trying to fear monger other people. They be trying to fear monger other people. Oh, if you don't have a stable job, and I'm like, no job is stable. Your job is not stable. One day you can wake up and you are fired. They really be pissing me off because they really think they hate with that thing of teach your children to get a job as soon as they possible, blah blah blah. So they are. I'm like, you teaching your children to be loser instead of teaching your children how to be self-reliant, open a business. You are teaching your children to work for someone else. This is some slow fucking broke people. They always think they are doing something good, but they never do something good. You're just not any good. I'm sorry. Let's continue to read. Let's continue to read. A large portion of the unbanked and even banked, let me read, population in developing economies saves through informal mechanisms such as community-based saving clubs. What the fuck is even that? What the fuck is even that? What? Community-based? It means that we share accounts. What the fuck is this bullshit? I'm sick of you brokies. I'm sick of this shit. Yeah, and you know what? I need to stop scrolling online and listen to you brokies. And listen to the bullshit that y'all be saying every fucking day. Every day it's a new bullshit. Every day it's a freaking new bullshit. Physical cash at home or livestock which are not reflected in traditional bank, blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Even wealthy countries, first world countries like USA, UK, France, and other, many individuals struggle to build cash reserves. And you know why? Because that job is not gonna make you rich. That job is not gonna make you. You need to invest this money to make them grow. And you don't need to be a stock market investor to make this money fucking work for you. You just need to stop buying stupid shit. And they wonder why I don't go along with people. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all really be pissing me off. And don't ask me if I'm yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm angry. I'm angry at you brokies. I'm angry at you people because y'all love to pinpoint, you don't have a job, you're unemployed. Okay, why do I have more money than you? Bitch. Jesus, they want to trying to tell you how to be, they trying to tell you shit. You are broke. You cannot tell me shit. Let me finish. For example, bank rates 2026 emergency savings reports indicates that a significant percent of USA adults have no emergency savings at all, or less than 1,000 in savings. I wish I was making this shit up. I wasn't making it. Oh, I wish I was. How that happens? How that happens? Oh my good fucking god! And these are the same people that are jealous of us, entrepreneurship and whatever. They're jealous of us that we're trying. At least we're trying. The majority of people have children. These are people with kids as well. Or less than 1,000. And you're trying to tell me that this shit that I believe in strongly is not going to work out? And sometimes I let these people get into my head and get into my negative feelings. I'm losing my voice. Sometimes I'm letting these people get into my head and saying, oh my goodness, what if it doesn't work out? And these are these brokies talking. Nah, I need to stop listening to this bullshit. Like, you know what? Once you find out, when you see these statistics, I already look at you brokies badly. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if I'm classist. Maybe I'm a little bit classist because I'm disgusted. I'm fucking disgusted. What y'all doing? What y'all be doing is nothing. You be creating life and you broke. And see, the reason why you want your kids to work as soon as possible is because you broke. Because you broke, you don't love your kids. You broke. You want your kids to start working as soon as possible because you don't have. Jesus, this is so sick and twisted. And I don't want to hear no working class people try to tell that you need work experience. You need to learn how to save money and how to invest those savings so you make more money. And these people are not to be taken seriously. These people are really not to be taken seriously. This is the majority of the population not having savings in their account. This is aggravating. I'm sorry, but I want to know more. Now we are into this shit. Listen, if you're a big dreamer, you're a big believer that you can do it, go ahead and believe that you can do it. Once you start reading the statistics, these people opinions start decreasing, okay? Unbelievable how these people are trying to tell other people that you're trying to tell me that I need to get a job. And you tell me, what is the point of getting a job if I don't save money in my account? Like the majority of you don't have any savings. Like what are y'all be doing? You just go by the day. Just go by the day. I can't understand how people can feel safe with a job, with just a job. Like no side hustle, nothing. Just a job, no savings. Like y'all are just children. Y'all are just fucking little kids. Oh goodness, that sounds so bad. Y'all are just like kids. That sounds so bad. I'm sorry. I am sick of y'all. I don't want to hear no brokies trying to tell me how to live my life and why I should get a job since I was 16 and how blah 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 blah. You never gonna get a job if you look bad. If you look unpresentable and you look like you don't know what you're talking about, you just have to have so much confidence and pretend you know what you're talking about. That's it. Plus, the majority of you don't do these extra jobs that are extra, that you need to know a lot of things. The majority of you work at McDonald's, you work at these low-paying jobs. Like you don't need any fucking experience. They be taking everybody. They be taking every fucking body. You can go. They be taking someone that is 40 plus that has never worked in that company, in that sector. Like it is not true. This is such a lack-minded mentality that broke people have. That you need to work yourself. What if, do you know many people worked at a sector and they said, you know what, now I'm 40 plus, I don't like this no more, I want to try something new with maybe they worked in architecture or whatever, now they want to try fashion, now they want to try something else. Do you think these people are just gonna go there and take that job, take that thing? How many stories of people that just change drastically? Y'all are too low frequency, too low mentality, and I just cannot do it with y'all. I just cannot do it. And you know what is the worst thing? These people be trying to give advice to other people. You have no business giving advice to nobody. You broke. You don't have any savings. Y'all. This is why I need people like me that want to be successful and are working towards success. Stop listening to the 99% of the population. These people don't know what they are doing. These people don't know what they are doing. Plus, you are not part of them. You're not them, even if you're not there yet. Don't let these people try to tell you shit. Never. Never. Jeez. Just annoying. Just annoying people just annoying broke people trying to give advice. My advice is for you to shut the hell up. Okay, let's keep on reading. And yes, I want to humiliate you brokies because I want y'all to do better. I want y'all to do better for yourself and for your fucking kids. Because it's about the damn time that you stop with this rhetoric that your children should have work experience. No, you just broke. you want your children to go to work so they can, maybe they can pay some bills, because you cannot afford to pay your own bills, and you're a loser. You're just a fucking loser. That's what it is. And it's not true that you are teaching your children you are teaching your children to be a working person, and now they're gonna work forever. Teaching your children absolutely fucking nothing. Teach your children that you gotta be reliant on these other adults, and you have to ask day off out of your life, out of your fucking life. Embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed of you, brookies. I'd just okay. Let's take a deep breath. Okay. I'm asking to Google. Google, best thing ever. Do you think we would have Google if who created Google said was first to go to work? Would we have Google if the Google guy said, you know what, this is so difficult. This is so difficult. Maybe I should search a job. Do you think we would have Google? Do you think we would have Wi-Fi? Do you think we would have phones? Do you think we would have planes that fly? Do you think we would have cars? Why would I listen? Why would I listen from you? Just an average person that doesn't even make it at the finish line. You trying to tell me that I need to get a job. You need to learn some money literacy. Okay, you need to start making cash by investing in more things. Get a job as soon as possible. And why? Why would I get a job as soon as possible? So I'm miserable like you? Y'all really, truly teaching your children absolutely fucking nothing. Teaching your children that be reliant on this boss, get a good job, never leave the job, be loyal to this company. This company doesn't care about you. These bullshit people. Let's keep on going. Roughly half of the adults in emerging and developing markets reports that they cannot reliably access extra money. You know what that means? That means that you are a loser and you did not save nothing in your bank account. All this time that you worked at a beautiful job that you praise so much, you did not save nothing. And you know why you did not save nothing? Because you're a brokey and you have a broke mindset. You have a broke, not just you have a broke mindset. You think that job is gonna be forever. You think you're gonna work at a job forever. Meanwhile, your boss is looking at your picture. I'm gonna fire this fool. No. If I get a job, never take it that seriously. Doing less than bare minimum. People that do jobs, people that work a job and do less than bare minimum, they are being loved more. Meanwhile, you have this other chick, this other guy, doing the most. They get paid the same and they don't get all the praise. Y'all need to start being smart. Be fucking smart. And you know what? I'm so cocky. Since I'm an entrepreneur, I'm so cocky that I really think I could get any job that I want, except law and medical. Of course, you need to study. But I'm so cocky that I think I could go there, lie that I have experience in other country, just lie to get a job, because it's not a job. I would lie because I don't take jobs interviews seriously. Like, you want to get a job, stop taking interviews seriously. Like, nobody, who cares? You're not gonna give me this job? Okay, bye. Y'all be taking jobs seriously. You know why you take a job seriously? Is because you're not just you're a brokey, you're a brokey with children. Because y'all thought that having kids was a good idea when you were broke. Because God is gonna provide and we're gonna find a solution. And I'm like, no, you're just an idiot. You're just a fucking idiot. That's it. Okay. Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh my god. Wealthy nation struggles. Hmm. You know what? These people choose to struggle because you make decisions that are stupid. Even in developed countries with near universal account ownership, active savings are low. In the United States, the personal savings rate is only 4.9%. Just 4.9% of the population in the United States have money saved up. And over half of the population lacks um, enough immediate cash savings to cover a basic 1,000 emergency expense. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I thought it was bad, but not like this. I'm just. You know what? Next time I listen to some fucking brokey on the internet tell me that you need to get a job and blah blah blah, I'm just gonna laugh at you. And you know what? Reading the statistics grounds me even more into the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. Of course, I don't get along with these people. I am here reading economics books, reading about entrepreneurship. These people are here trying to find a fucking job. And they don't even save from that job they got. Like, I'm sorry, but what y'all be doing with this money? I'm sorry, but listen, things cannot be this expensive. I don't care. Maybe if you live in the city, but in the rest of the, out of city, how much do you spend? Like, actually, learn how to. Uh, you people just always surprise me, but just let me do more research. Wow, that's insane. And yes, I'm talking to Gemini, Google Gemini, because I love it so much. It's good. Yeah. And honestly, this website, Google Gemini, is making excuses for these people because the jobs are low wage, and I agree that it's low wage and it's not okay. But my father has a saving account with money in it, and he's low paying job, but he managed to save and he invested some money as well. Like y'all are just going about, just what the fuck are you doing? These are adults. These are adults. These people have families. Oh god, these people have families. No, no, something is not sitting right with me. Something is not sitting right. Looking foolish. I've done with my research. Don't try to tell me nothing. Don't try to tell me nothing. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen because I'm losing my voice. It's 2 hours that I'm speaking, but like I need to really stop listening to these people and take it right. Sometimes I let these people give me anxiety, and I'm like, oh my goodness, actually it's true. I don't have a job, but then I remind myself, yeah, you don't have a job and you never will because you're an entrepreneur and this thing is gonna work out. And this is the mindset that I have, and that's why I don't go along with the majority of people. I don't go along with them. I never never did, because I see the foolishness in people. I see the foolishness that everybody is onto some bullshit. Okay, I'm like, if you want to give me the only people that are qualified to give me advice, it's entrepreneurs, people with money. You have no cash, don't tell people to get a job. Telling people that they need to get a job, like, you must be fucking slow. Without the literacy, all the money literacy that I have, majority of people of my age don't have that literacy. Let me search again. How many people of age 25 are entrepreneur minded in the world? Like, it's very small percentage. I need to stop caring what you Prokiste says. Sometimes I let you get into my head, and what if it's not gonna work out? %70 and 24% globally. Listen, what you have to understand is that you and I, we are different from these masses. Okay? We are different from these masses. That's why we don't fit in. That's why we don't want to work in a job. That's why we don't care. We don't take seriously a curriculum, or we don't take seriously all this shit, because you can fake a curriculum, like you can tell lies. Nobody's gonna go pinpoint and search. Did you hear? Did this person really got this? Did this person really actually, like, you know how many interviews they get a day? Do they think that they really gonna watch if you actually did it, work at a job? Like, y'all are so foolish. Y'all are no backbone. Y'all are too nice. Look how fat I am. Should I lose some weight? I'm like that. Yeah. Oh, my throat. I need some honey right now. I'll be speaking from my soul. Really, this is something that really touches my soul. I don't understand why people have to work jobs. Maybe because I'm too entrepreneurship minded. Maybe it's because never in my life I thought, since I was a child, like, I didn't take schools too seriously. I was never, oh my goodness, if I don't have good grades, my life is gonna be in shambles, and I'm never gonna get a job. I was never thinking about getting a job. When I was young, I was thinking about, I'm gonna be a pop star, or I don't want to be a pop star no more, but Still doing YouTube. Like, I do YouTube since I was a child. Of course, I removed all this video, but they're private. Like, I never thought, let me go to search a job and rely on this place. Like, I was never in my brain. I was never thinking about, oh, I need to give the best at school. And if I have good grades, I'm going to have a good life. What? Since when good grades means good life? Good grades, if you want to be a doctor, have good grades. A lawyer, good grades. Architecture, good grades. Everything serious that you don't want to play with people's life, like that, safety. But the rest, why do I need good grades for? Good grades. By the way, good grades is nothing but memorizing some bullshit that is written on a book. And the book was written by some men that wrote history. Do y'all really take this book seriously? I don't take nothing seriously. Because I had my awakening. And even before my awakening, I was like, yeah, like I don't take things seriously. I'm on another dimension, baby. I'm on my 4D, 5D spiritual stuff. Like, this shit is not serious. Like, y'all be taking a job too seriously. Like, y'all be taking people too seriously. And I don't be doing that. I'm not like this. And sometimes I forgot the majority of people are not awake, and the majority of people are not where I want to be. And unfortunately for these people, it's difficult for them to accept. Now, not everybody wants to be in that position of shit. Like, not everybody wants to be in that position where you're just a loser and you just have the 9 to 5 and you clock in and you go home and watch sports and watch all these news that are fake and whatever is it that you are doing. Like, not everybody want to do that. And for these people, it is so difficult to accept that some people really be opting out of stuff, be opting out of parenthood, be opting out of a workplace, be opting out of work in general, be opting. It's difficult for someone that has been brainwashed into believing that they have to do certain things. And when they see this free person that said that it's fearless, and they choose to go to a path that they would never choose because they don't have the guts to do it, something in their brain activates, something in their brain activates, and it makes them think, oh my goodness, and they start projecting their insecurity into you. It's never gonna work out. This is so impossible. And I'm like, this is why you need to keep low vibe people away. Unfortunately, the majority of people on this planet are low frequency, low vibe. Majority of these people on this planet don't have a saving account, don't have money in their saving account. I'm not gonna take you seriously. Majority of you, listen, if you need to ask a boss for permission to do whatever you want in your life, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Sorry, but you know what, people like me, we are let's give it a try. Let's give it a try and see if it happens. If it doesn't happen, we're gonna still keep on trying over and over again until it does. That's it. That's very it. And it's 11:11. Oh, come on, so speaking facts, it's been 2 hours. It's very hot. But yeah, the truth is, nobody's forcing you to do nothing. Nobody's forcing you to. You don't have to get a job. You don't have to take that job seriously. You can lie on your resume, and that's it. You can lie on your resume. Do you know that? You don't have to tell the truth. That's it. I think I said enough. But I was really fired up. Anyways, if you are interested in getting a beautiful life and manifesting your dream life, I wrote a book that you find available on my Patreon, as you can see right there. It's a manifestation book. It's called Manifestation 101, and you can find it on Patreon. The link is in the description if you are interested. It's a digital book, and it's very short, so everybody can read it. And I'm very happy with that book. This is entrepreneurship, guys. It's trying give someone a product that they can actually benefit from it. I think this book can be actually helpful, I love it. I wrote it by myself. So I'm so proud. This is entrepreneurship. Like, y'all cannot tell me to get a job. Because if I get a job, I'm just gonna use those money I'm gonna invest those money in the stock market and gonna make more money. Because once you become entrepreneurship minded, it doesn't come back. The brokenness mindset. Like, once you have an entrepreneurship mindset, you start seeing gold everywhere. Once you start seeing gold everywhere, you're like, well, actually, it's abundant here. It's beautiful. It doesn't have to be broke. These people that have broke issues, you don't even pay attention to them. You don't even want to be friends with them no more. They always struggle. They don't have any savings. You just want to be around successful people so you can learn something and have a better life. This life, if you didn't was born into a good position, you can put yourself in the good position. And it doesn't matter how hard it is. The only reason why it's hard at the beginning is because you're not used to know certain things. Once you start learning about these things actually get better. So yeah. And stop doubting yourself. Sometimes I doubt myself. I'm like, oh my god, what if it doesn't work out and I have to get a 9 to 5? I'm never gonna do that. Sometimes I have these thoughts, but then I have to remind myself, no, you are actually proving yourself that you can. I got my first paycheck online, and I just proved myself that I actually can. I just have to go harder. And it's about freedom. It's all about freedom, You cannot have a job and be free. I'm sorry, but not just you cannot buy stuff that you like. You're just not free. Like, that doesn't sound good to me. Also, these bosses, they want you to have children because now that you have children, you have no option to opt out. No. You know what? These average people can stay there. You cannot convince me to get no job. You cannot convince me to be married and have children. Like, you listen. You want to be miserable. You are miserable. You need to leave people alone. Okay? Because misery loves company. Misery loves company. And I don't like the company of miserable people. Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your place. Well, I think I've spoken enough. 2 hours. It's actually insane. I can't believe it's been 2 hours. Time also is starting to go very. Do you see? See, there is you need to observe. We are not meant to work, okay? Time is going fast after 2020. People are starting to getting fed up by these companies. They don't want to work no more. My generation really is not in the workplace. We're not taking the shit seriously. Things are about to change, okay? And sometimes there is people that are not ready for that. But I just wanted to let you know that money is not real. It's a piece of paper. What makes money actually work? It's you believing that they matter. And I'm not stressing myself out to get a job in exchange of some fake ass money, because all money are fake. Okay, the bills that you gotta pay, it's fake. The food that you have to pay, it's fake. Like, you should live by the bushes with a beautiful tree that gives you free stuff. That's nature. That's the natural order of stuff. Not this 9 to 5 bullshit. Let me put my son, my daughter on game. Let me force them to get a job. I'm like, no, you're just an idiot. You're just an idiot. We know money. Yeah, that's it. And that's it. Well, happy 2nd of July. It is so odd. July is gonna be even odder. Like, I said that I was gonna go on my bicycle. I just don't wanna go. Just don't wanna go. I hate this little place, this little town I live in. Like, and also another thing about me, I refuse to work here. I refuse to work in this little town. I do not care. I'm not getting a job. I'm not working. I'm not a wage slave. Or I'm just not. No. Sorry. Sorry, but no. I can babysit, dog sit. I don't know. But working. Why do you think it's not normal to start work in your early 20s? I'm sorry, but that shit is not. That shit is lame. You should start a business in your 20s. Like, you fresh. You know. You don't have this much responsibility. Possibly, hopefully, you don't have any children. Like, you should start this young. You know. Instead of working a fucking job. By the age you're 30, you already wanna yourself. Like, you already don't wanna live here. And by the age, and you know why y'all start working so soon? Because you think that you're gonna retire sooner. Baby, you're never gonna retire. I'm sorry, but you're never gonna retire. Plus, y'all don't have any savings. Yeah, you're gonna be at work forever. I'm just never gonna do that. Sorry, but if you lame losers wanna do that, that's okay. But I'm too intelligent. I have too much of an entrepreneurship mindset. I'm giving a try with this YouTube, because YouTube is also entrepreneurship. You know, this is being my own boss. Let me see what people gotta say. Nothing. I don't want to be friends with him. Oops. But yeah. I don't think it's time to get a job like never. I don't find that normal. I don't think that it's relatable. I always said that my worst nightmare is getting a job. Like, if I have to get a job because my parents force me to, I'm just gonna make sure I'm get fired so quickly by a heavy job. Like, when I'm telling you I'm not doing this shit, I'm not doing this shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. Maybe I could date the boss. I could date the boss, sprinkle, and he gives me the money without doing the work. But me working a job, no, I don't think so. It's not really. And you know what? You know what I also dislike about these average people? They love to say that is not relatable when you speak about your dreams and you speak about having expensive stuff or whatever. And I'm like, so what is it relatable? To work your whole life and die while you're working? That is relatable to you. To me, that's not relatable. What is relatable to you? So I don't want to be relatable. Why would I be relatable to you? You people are struggling. We're not the same. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to relate to struggle. Also, I'm into the Abraham Hicks, I'm into the Bashir thing, I'm into all that stuff where the mind controls the reality. So I'm always going to make sure I get what I want. It's spiritual like that. Y'all are so broken, so oh, you have to work this amount of time. No, I just have to think what I want and I'm gonna get it. And if I don't get it, it wasn't meant for me. And that's it. Okay, well, I'm losing my voice. See you. I spoke enough. Bye.